Madden at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the New York Giants. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's third down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On third down, Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
And the Washington first down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Ringo on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Giants' 39-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 32. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run through with Elliott. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll move the chains. A first down carry by Elliott. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sits on the 3rd down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. This is Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Elliott. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Go! Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
Anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. We're scoreless after one. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
now Elliott. 7. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw. Coming, and he's taken down. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. To try again after the sack. Prescott. This one caught by Ridley. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Ridley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Running, it's and nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
3rd down and long.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st and 10, Prescott. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well executed, 22-yard gain. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. He's got it. Hit the 15. And all the way down to the 9. Big yardage that time for Washington. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Prescott. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming. let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a dump off here complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they're ranked dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe over. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Punt, 6 yards on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Flying in.
57, fine. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Here we go. 47. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
26.
Prescott off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch left, watch left.
26.
A give to Elliott. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Drop deep, drop deep. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Down right around the 25. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Tim Patrick. Incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Second and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Here's Sam Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
A gain of 14. And a Washington first down.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
First down, Washington.
Play fake. Here's Prescott, eluding the pressure right. Looking for it, and he's got him complete. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Washington.
Hey, 47. 26.
Play action now. Prescott. And he finds Howard complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup there. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
47. Hey, kill.
The Washington first down.
26.
To throw is Prescott. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 4-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Ezekiel Elliott. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Washington 28, Giants nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They stay on the ground with Drake. He's at the 50. 30, the 20, 10, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes this Washington 28, Giants 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed. Because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. On first down, Drake looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Leighton Vander Esch on the top.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Right to Drake. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Third down.
Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go. 154. Wide eight.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
26.
Now Prescott. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Complete.
It's a big play there for Washington on third down. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Ezekiel Elliott. He was brought down.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. That's caught by Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Washington.
They'll run with Elliott. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Trying the power game with him. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
His kick
And it's up and good.
makes this Washington 35. Giants 10.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
On 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long.
I really think right from the first snap.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
At the 30-yard line.
Second and long. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
22-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
Hey,
Brings up second and a yard.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10. At the Giants' 36-yard line.
Throwing here, Prescott. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive first and 10 in the fourth quarter. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Let's get off the field, D. Check 52.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
Here we go.
The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Drake. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 5-yard gain. Brings up
now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll run with Drake. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On third down, Drake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. They'll run. It's Drake. Now Drake loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far, doesn't it?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 3rd and long for Prescott. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.